Hello and welcome to Young Money. I'm Nozi Pombandra. Today we're coming to you from Ellenex Hair and Beauty Salon. We're at Protea Glen Mall, and yes, I'm getting my cut sorted out and getting my Mandela line reinstated. Today we're going to be speaking to the founder of this particular business. Her name is Lebogang Thubisi, and she's going to be telling us how she took this idea from the back room in her grandmother's house to one of the leading and one of the most busiest hair salons in the Protea Glen area. Let's go and meet her. So, Lebo, of course, this kind of business requires that the staff and the team is the best of the best when it comes to their skills. How do you ensure that you attract the right people, and how do you ensure that they stay skilled and really competitive in the industry?
The team is actually comprised of 8 members. There's 5 guys from the hair who are taking care of the hairdressing side, and then there's 2 ladies that actually are helping also on the hairdressing and on the nail bar, and then we've got a gentleman that's in the tattoo, that's the one that's responsible for all the tattoos, right. And then we've also got someone in the spa that will do your facials, your massage, your head, neck and shoulders. So in order for us to actually stay up on top of our game, we actually do invest a lot in development and training. So we've partnered with our suppliers, your Mizani, your Ladine, Henkel, to actually train our staff. So every now and then they come over, they teach us the latest trends. So that's how our team actually gets to be on top of the
What
game.
has been the biggest learning for you as a female entrepreneur in a competitive space? What has been your biggest learning?
The biggest learnings that I, as Lebogang Thubisi, have learned over the past 2 years, so since we opened in 2014, is really time management, because you're expected to be a sister, you're expected to be a daughter, and you're expected to also look after such a big team, because looking at where we come from, it was just 4 people, now it's 8. So to try and be here and be at other parts of the business has been a challenge for me, and also financial management. But I have surrounded myself with people that are in the space that are always mentoring us or on financial records, your bookkeeping, you know, everything when it comes to business, not just on the hairdressing.
And of course, I understand that you and your partner most likely have ambitions to grow this business. Yes. So let's say we are having a similar conversation 5 years from now. What are we going to be talking about?
Ellenex has big dreams. 5 years from now, we'd obviously like to penetrate the market more, especially in Soweto. Yeah. So we're looking at getting another branch here in Soweto and another one just on the outskirts to try and bring more people in. We'd like to the stuff that you're actually seeing here, would like to actually develop them so they can run those branches, and would also like to be involved in the training, work with Inseta to actually train up young and coming stylists, because this is actually a profession. It's something that you can make a career. So that's what we're trying to bring out there. It's not just something that you can just do on the street. And the other thing is we're looking at hosting events or being part of major events in Soweto, your Miss Soweto, Miss SA, but obviously you have to start on a small scale. And we also like to see ourselves nationally, you know, at some point, maybe the 4th, 5th year, would like to see ourselves in KZN, because we do get a lot of requests from those areas.
So what I'd like to do is just do a quick walkabout in the business, get a sense of what you do. So we've spoken a little bit about the hair. Let's talk about the nail bar. Again, a very important part of the business, I'm sure, because increasingly women and men are paying attention to their nails. How has that part of the business grown?
Well, that is actually the biggest contributor of our business.
Oh, really?
Yes, because a lot of times ladies just make sure that their hair is actually on point all the time. So here we've got 2 ladies. They also, like I've said, they do help on both sides, because it doesn't help to actually have one person on one side of the and not on. So it's actually growing as we go.
And your male clientele, how are you doing here? Are there more men coming through?
We're still trying to, you know, convince them as we go, but we had one this morning that came for a manicure.
And so it's usually just the basic manicure for the guys?
It's just buff and shine, you know, they just come, cut, trim and shine.
Okay, fantastic. Now, I'm really interested in the tattoo parlor. Yes. I don't have a tattoo. I have no intention of getting one. But let's
convince you after today.
let's take a walk over and let's just have a sense of how that works. So when did you start having the tattoo service or product coming into the business?
Only when we moved to the space. So
Right.
when we designed the whole space, we actually did introduce the tattoo because most of the guys, they don't like waiting for the ladies while they're doing their hair. So they'd rather just come and get something on their arms, back, whatever.
Let's go inside and have a look.
So this is Zakele. He's our tattoo artist.
Sorry to barge into your session. So just talk. How does the whole process work? Do you have an understanding of the process?
Yes. What happens is our clients will come in and then we'll get their details at reception and then we'll escort them here. So
a very interesting interesting piece of the business that you've got a tattoo parlor here. How popular is this with your clients?
Well, actually, you'll be surprised. When we moved in here, I was a bit skeptical about tattoos and if people would really react to it or respond to it. And actually, we've had a massive response. We've never gone a month with less than 20 clients coming to do their tattoo, even more.
Oh, wow.
And so they're really responding from young to old. Even the oldest guys, you'll never suspect that they'll have a tattoo.
And so what's Zakele doing right now? Is he starting a tattoo from scratch? What's happening here?
Currently, he's just doing a cover up.
Yeah.
So it's just to actually enhance. You can see this is quite an old one, so he'll actually try and actually make it very lively and new.
All right, so I'm seeing needles and scary stuff. And this is the part that just really scares me a lot. But how many women are walking through? Men compared to women, one would think that more men, but is that changing?
No, it's 80% women. Amazingly, 80% women come and do tattoos more than the men. So we are more braver than the guys. and more open to taking pain, I would guess. Yes.
Fantastic. Well, let's quickly go to the massage therapy side. Okay. I think that should be definitely less painful. Yes. In this part of the business, give me a sense of the demand for this service compared to the other services that the business is offering.
This is actually a bit slow. The reason being, not everyone knows that the service is here. So that's why we're trying to market it as much as possible. But once we start introducing it to all our clients, they actually are interested. So we've had people doing, they'll literally start with your head, neck and shoulder just to feel if it's actually something that they can do. But it actually is growing. We've gone from 2 clients a month to now 15. So we're hoping to increase our sales linearly.
Okay, that's fantastic. And again, a beautiful story about how we're bringing services that are sometimes outside of the township and into the township. Before we head out, give me a sense of what your dream is for Ellenex.
My dream for Ellenex is to actually see it being a brand that when you think of it, you think class, you think sophistication, you think customer service. And that can only be done if the staff is actually being developed further and further. Because if you're not here, I think more than anything, every entrepreneur would like to see their business growing without them actually being there physically there all the time. Right. So I'm investing a lot in terms of my staff, trying to teach them not only the skills, but also the business side of things. So for me, Ellenex is really growing into other brands where the people that are in it can actually run with a flag and take it to the next person.
Well, there you have it. She wants her team to run with the business and take it to the next level. Earlier, we heard how this very idea started in a back room in Soweto. And today, we're at one of the busiest malls in Soweto, sitting in a business that's bringing multiple products and services to a market that before this was not attuned to these particular products and services. It's a beautiful story. It's Ellenex Hair and Beauty Salon. Guys, thank you so much for making the time to join us. And if you want the Young Money crew to come to you, all you need to do is just drop me a tweet. It's at @TheRealNozy, #YoungMoney410, and of course follow me at CNBC Africa. Until next time, let's keep it rich.